Hey everybody, welcome back to Bookstream for Tweens. My name is Leslie and I'm a librarian at the Martin Luther King Jr. branch of Fulton County Library System, and I am very, very excited for the book we're doing this week. It is Zahrah the Windseeker by Nnedi Okorafor, and it is one of my favorites. But before we get started, reminder that our Fall Into Reading Challenge is on Beanstack right now. So log the books that you've read and earn virtual badges. That's going on through November 3rd. And also September is National Library Card Sign-Up Month. So if you don't have a library card yet, talk to your parent or guardian about how you can get signed up for one, and there are details on our Facebook page and our website. And you can use your library card to check out Zahrah the Windseeker either through a physical copy and curbside pickup, or it is available as an ebook on Hoopla, so you can check it out at literally any time without any waits. So, Zahrah the Windseeker. So, Zahrah is science fiction, but instead of being, cold and metallic, the science is plants. So, Zahrah grows her own plant computer, and the people in her city live in plant towers, and I have never read anything else like it. I think it is very, very fun and good, and I'm going to let Zahrah tell you a little bit about herself. Dear reader, my name is Zahrah Tsami. This is my story. As many of you may know, and some of you may not, for who knows how far this book has come, I decided to write this book because of the stupid photos published in the Uni Inquirer. Anyone who would stalk two innocent teenagers, hide in a tree, and take pictures of them really needs to question his or her job. That's not journalism. Yes, it was Dari and me in those photos. Yes, I can fly. No, I'm not a witch or a jinny or a ghost posing as my living self. I am a Windseeker. My story will tell you what really happened. And no matter where you're from, I want you to understand it well. Sincerely, Zahrah Tsami. Prologue, my world. When I was born, my mother took one look at me and laughed. She's Dada, said the doctor, looking surprised. I can see that, my mother replied with a smile. She took me in her arms and gently touched one of the thick clumps of hair growing from my little head. I had Dada locks, and woven inside each one of those clumps was a skinny, light green vine. Contrary to what a lot of people think, these vines didn't sprout directly from my head. Instead, they were more like plants that attached themselves to my hair as I grew inside my mother's womb. Imagine that, to be born with vines growing in your hair. That's the nature of Dada people, like myself. Look, she's smiling, my father said, as if she already knows she's Dada. To many, to be Dada meant you were born with strange powers, that you could walk into a room and a mysterious wind would knock things over or clocks would automatically stop, that your mere presence would cause flowers to grow underneath the soil instead of above, that you caused things to rebel, or that you would grow up to be rebellious yourself. And that made things even worse, because I was a girl, and only boys and men were supposed to be rebellious. Girls were supposed to be soft, quiet, and pleasant. I don't like that, but I think that Zahrah will not be those things. Thankfully, when I was born, my parents were open-minded, well-educated, and familiar with some of the older stories about Dada people. These stories said that the Dada-born were destined to be wise beings, not necessarily rebels. As a result, my parents didn't cut my hair, and they weren't scared by it either. Instead, they let it grow, and as I got older, made sure I understood that being Dada was not a curse. In fact, it was a blessing because it was a part of me, they said. Of course, I didn't feel this way when I was old enough to go to school and my classmates called me names. Now I'm 14 and my dada hair has grown way down my back. Also, the vines inside are thicker and dark green. Sometimes all this hair is heavy, but I'm used to it. My mother says it forces me to hold my head up higher. Our planet, Ginnin, is a world of vegetation. There isn't one part of it that's not touched by plants, trees, vines, grasses, or bushes. At least, this is what explorers who claim to have traveled all the way around the world say. Cutting down trees or attempting to clear plots of land is a waste of energy. Within days, things will creep back in. But the people of Uni don't bother to fight nature. Instead, they try to team up with it. This is one of the old ways that the people of Uni have not forgotten. However, there are times when people avoid nature at all costs. My small town of Kirki is right on the border of the forbidden grainy jungle, a vast untamed wilderness that covers thousands of miles. No one ever thinks of venturing there. It's full of the most savage madness. As the old saying goes, you go into the forbidden jungle and even your ghost won't come out. In Kirki, where fear of the unknown was strong, and where so much of the past had been pushed aside and forgotten, my dada hair was like a big red badge on my forehead that said, I don't fit in and never will. It kind of made me like the forbidden jungle. Several months ago, I'd given up on being accepted and just wanted to be left alone. I wanted to blend in so I wouldn't be noticed. My hair wouldn't let me. Little did I know that there was so much more in store for me. It might have started with my hair, but it certainly didn't end there. That is the beginning of Zahrah the Windseeker by Nnedi Okorafor. I really, really hope you give it a look. It's on Hoopla. You can check it out with no waiting at all. But I really, really hope that you will start Zahrah the Windseeker and join me tomorrow as I talk about the author, Dr. Nnedi Okorafor, former tennis player turned author, and it's going to be a really fun time. So I hope to see you again tomorrow.